Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home. Remember to always come into these workouts warmed up and ready to go. So 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio workout of some sort. It doesn't have to be high intensity. You may walk up and down your stairs a few times, walk around the block once, jump on one of your pieces of cardio equipment for just 5 to 10 minutes. Just to warm your body up, get your heart rate pumping a little bit and warm your muscles up and be ready to move. Okay. Today we're going to start with push-ups, and I'm going to demonstrate on a bench, so an elevated surface. Remember, you can do these on the floor, against a countertop, against the wall. There's a lot of different ways to do these to vary them. And you may be able to do them full on, but sometimes if you have an injury and you need to modify it a little bit, there's other ways to do them. Okay, so I'm going to start with push-ups on the bench here. So I'm going to put my hands on the bench. No matter what, you want your shoulders up over your hands. So you want to make sure you're not back like this. That makes it much harder, and it also puts more pressure on your shoulders. So lower all the way down to the bench if you can, or the countertop, or the floor. Make sure you're breathing. And then also make sure you're not dipping your head. That's a really common thing with push-ups. I think it's just our body's way of trying to get closer to the floor. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. Also, if you are doing them from your toes and you want to, try a few, you can always just drop to your knees and make it a little easier. Okay, next we're going to do reverse lunges. So I'm going to push this up out of the way. Remember that when we do lunges, you want to have your front knee over your ankle so that you can see your toes. You never want to be forward like this. You want to have your weight in your heel and make sure your knee stays over your ankle as much as possible. So with a reverse lunge, it's easier to stay in good form. So what I want you to do is step back, go down. And we're going to alternate sides. I would prefer that you do this, if you've never done these, standing next to a kitchen counter as close as you can to it. So say it's right here and you're hanging on, because then you are forced to go backwards. Your knee isn't going to go forward because it'll run into the cabinet or the counter or wherever you're standing. You can add weight to this. If you do, I prefer that you do it just in one hand so that you can hang on with the other hand. So maybe you do one whole set hanging onto the weight in the same hand this way. And then the next time you could switch around and hold it in the other hand and then mix it up and do half and half on the third set. All right, we've got 2 more on each side. Remember, we're also keeping our body up and going straight down to the floor. Okay, great. Now we're going to do an arm exercise. I want you to grab a couple dumbbells. We're going to do a shoulder press. So I would say medium weight or so. If you have any shoulder pain, you could just try one dumbbell too that you're holding on to the ends. I'm going to do this in a tandem stance. So we're going to do a little bit of a balance challenge. Do one and then the other. So we're going to alternate. If you are doing with one dumbbell, that's okay. You can just do them all at the same time. Now you can do them with your elbows in, like I am doing here. That may feel a little easier on your elbows or shoulders if you do have elbow or shoulder pain. If you have back pain, do these seated. You can also do them with your elbow out to the side. But if that causes any shoulder pain, go back to the center version. Keep breathing. I'm going to switch feet. We've got 3 left on each side. Keep your core nice and tight so that your back doesn't take it. If you feel this at all in your back, sit down. Either sit on a ball or sit on the edge of a chair or a bench or something. And last one. Okay, good. Remember to set these down with good form, bending your knees and your hips. Okay, now we're going to use this bench again. If you don't have a bench like this, that's okay. You can use the edge of a kitchen chair or some sort of a sturdy chair, not a sofa or a recliner or anything, but we're going to do double knee lifts. So putting your hands under your thighs with your palms down. Make sure your shoulders are not up around your ears like this. You want to keep your shoulders down. We're going to lift your knees and set them down. 3. Now, the key is not to rock, because then you're just using momentum. You really want to use your core here. 6. So if you need a little cue to help you not rock back, think about crunching toward your knees, like if you're doing an abdominal crunch, because that's what these are. 2 more. All right, good. Those are more challenging than they seem. So if they do feel easy for you, try to slow them down, and then also you can do more. But make sure you're really focused on keeping your torso still, or even thinking about crunching forward just a little bit with each one of those. Okay, now I'm going to push my bench back out of the way. And we're going to do a little bit of agility. So we're going to do some grapevine. Now, all a grapevine is crossing over in front and then in back. Sometimes it's called karaoke. Front, back. Moving laterally, moving side to side. Now, if that feels easy, you can pick up the pace. Try to get up on your toes. Now, this is a little bit of a twist, so my chest is staying forward while I'm twisting my hips. And then I would say do it for about a minute, back and forth across your room, or if you have a long hallway, you can go up and down the hallway. If this is really challenging, slow it down. So just forward, back, forward, back, and then back the other way. If this is really challenging for your balance, do it along the countertop. Do it with your back against a wall. Something where if you feel like you're going to lose your balance, you've got something there. Okay, the last one we're going to do is called ball slams. We've done these in the past. If you don't have a type of medicine ball that you can slam, then you could use a pillow. You could use, you don't want to use a bag of sugar or flour because that would be disastrous. But you could use a pillow, you could use a balance disc, you could use different things. Or you could fill up a little bag of, laundry or something, fill up a bag of towels, put a little extra weight in there or something with maybe just a small medicine ball. This is just 8 pounds, I think. I don't know how much this is. So what I want you to do, just like I said, the throw pillow will work great. Put it up overhead, slam it down. So it's the act of the slamming. It doesn't have to be a super heavy object. 4, 5. You want to slam it down as hard as you can. 7, 8, 9. You want to get as tall as you can, and then coil up 10, just like a spring. So you're coming all the way up and then springing down as hard as you can. So you're pulling with your arms, your abs, your legs, everything is kind of coming into that. It's a great stress reliever. It can be really fun on days when you really need some extra oomph. Okay, so that's it for today. So go ahead and go through these 1 or 2 more times. You can add some cardio in between to keep your heart rate up, although that ball slam will get your heart rate up. And then make sure you follow with stretches and a cool down afterwards. Thank you so much, everybody. As always, please message me if you have any questions, and we'll see you next time.